What is up, man? Welcome to the channel. If you like the content, like, subscribe to the video. I'd highly appreciate it. And we are getting right into it off the bat. It is finally college football season. At 12 at noon, we got Florida State and Georgia Tech. We are going to get absolutely right into it. As you know, they play in Ireland too, which is extremely cool. So in this season, 2024, the college football season begins overseas, actually, in a big way, in a top 10 team in action, as number 10, Florida State, takes on Georgia Tech in the conference showdown. Also kicks off an unpredictable year of the ACC football after the league expanded to 17 full-time members with the addition, they got California now, Stanford, and SMU, which is pretty cool. So in a year change, it's fitting that the reigning ACC champs begin their pursuit of another conference crown in the most unique setting, Ireland. That's pretty cool, guys. So has hosted games in, I think it's Avia Stadium, I think. So that's pretty cool. And, the home turf for Ireland's national teams in both rugby and soccer in each of the last two seasons has a future date set for 2025 and 2027. So it's a one-of-a-kind experience for the players, coaches, and fans, but has come with some sort of term of the accelerated fall camp schedule to accommodate the travel. So while prompt and circumstances of college football abroad, make sure quite the spectacle at the hearts of the matchup are two teams with expectations of building on last season's success. Florida State's eyes another ACC title, and with a spot with the college football playoff, last year, a beat down, they got beat in a bowl game by Georgia. So Georgia Tech, meanwhile, has a ton of returning from a team that finished tied for fourth place in the ACC standings, and reached a bowl game for the first time since 2018. So they are on the rise. So both of these teams do have a goal. So, Florida State, Georgia Tech, things we need to know. So, DJ Uiagalelei making his ACC return to Florida State, his debut. So, another year brings another wave of new faces for Florida State, as Mike Naval has once again tapped the transfer portal for impact additions. There are similar names throughout the group of newcomers, including multiple players off last year's SEC squad at Alabama, but no player is going to command attention quite like quarterback DJ. Once one of the Seminoles' biggest rivals from his time at Clemson, he arrives as a one-year stint at Oregon State that featured career highs in yards per game, 220 just about. So, and yards per attempt, 8.4. Among with the best passer rating since he became a full-time starter. So this offense is going to be legit. So this is going to be a very dynamic group. And I'm going to dive into what I think is Georgia Tech's, as they have hope for improved defense. So Brent Key's breakthrough season with the Yellow Jackets are powered by offense that led the ACC in rushing and ranked third in the conference and 30 nationally in total offense, averaging 424.6 yards per game and 6.34 yards per play. That group brings back its starting quarterback, Haynes King, its leading rusher, Jamal Haynes, 5 starters on the offensive line, and 3 of the 4 top receivers, guys. So the biggest question mark for Yellow Jackets heading into 2024 is the defensive side of the ball, with underwent a leadership change after finishing last in the ACC in total defense. Fixing that side of the ball is a challenge for new defensive coordinator, who arrives as a successful defensive coordinator sent under Mike Elko at Duke. So if Georgia Tech can going to pull off the overseas upset, it will need its defense to show more than a couple leaps in the progress. So, this is in Ireland, so international travel producing close contests. So last year's 42-3 win for Notre Dame against Navy, and the Classic broke a streak of one-score games when college football is played in Ireland. Each of the previous three times an early season game was hosted in Ireland, it produced a thrilling finish. So, including Northwestern storming back from double-digit second-half deficit to beat Nebraska 31-28 in 2022. Georgia Tech beating Boston College 17-14 with two fourth-quarter scores, and Penn State winning a walk-off field with UCF in 2014. So, for the first win of James Franklin's era. So, this game will be, played at 12 noon. So, Florida State, my prediction and picks, I see this matchup based where the strength and weakness for both teams could end up creating some statement possessions. New Georgia Tech defensive coordinator Tyler was part of Duke's defense that did a terrific job for, limiting scores. So, over the last 2 years, I think he'll have some things cooked up, like some schemes to make life tough on DJ that will make Florida State respond by leaning on the run game, which is what I think will be their strength and keep the clock moving as opposed to, like a pass-happy attack. So, on the other side of the ball, I think Georgia Tech's offense will have its hands full with one of the best pass rusher duos in the country with Florida State, Peyton and Marvis Jones Jr. The impact on the game will make it difficult for Haynes King to convert in third and long situations. So this will be very intriguing. And my predictions, I personally believe that Georgia Tech will win this game. I do 27-24, pulling off the upset. I really believe in Georgia Tech pulling off this upset, and that is a big reason why. Their defense will make big plays and do its thing, so that's a big reason. Florida State, DJ will throw a couple picks, and Georgia Tech will come out because I think they are a very good team, and they pull off the upset at the end. So that is my prediction, what I think. And, both teams need some kind of scheme to stop the run, to stop the pass, because, I think there's going to be a lot of slant plays in this. So that's what I personally think. Who do you think? Do you think Florida State's going to run with this? But I personally think this game is going to be a lot tougher than people personally think this will be. So I think this will be a very interesting game, and it's a good game to watch, the first game of the season. So, man, I'm ready. Let me know what you guys think about this. So, peace out, fellas. Let's go. College football season underway, fellas. Let's go.